Here in Lake Tahoe, live on DAZN, Lopez, the champion in white, beat Ruquet back in 2015 via submission in the second round.
That was a long time ago, Max, and Ruquet says that he is a completely different fighter. That fighter that quit in that first fight, he's dead, he's gone. And right away, the first thing that I notice is, even though it says Gustavo's got a longer reach, the range of Ruquet is kind of intimidating.
Let's talk about the training here. 2 weeks for Ruquet inside Lake Tahoe, training at high altitude. He trained higher than the fight was gonna take place. 10 rounds sparring hard. He's just cutting lust weight now, pushing himself, running the mountains. He did the ski run. He says it feels like it's taking the life out of you. That's a direct quote.
Well, and like he said, he got out cardioed by Gustavo the first time, completely lost all energy tanks. And that's what the problem was in the first fight. He says that's not going to happen this time. I am focused. I'm a different fighter. I'm reborn.
Now, Lopez did not come here 2 weeks in advance, but he did use the hypoxico altitude training. He was sleeping in a tent in his own house, which imitated sleeping at 9,000 feet altitude. We're about 6,200 here in Lake Tahoe for tonight's fight. So I don't expect either of these fighters to be gassed too much. Fitness, a high priority for both.
Gustavo's always got a smile on his face, especially when he knows that he got you. He's got a chin as well, eating those punches but still come forward. Woo, woo. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh! It's over! Lights out in Lake Tahoe! A right hand from hell! Oh. Another first round finish for Lopez. He's the champion still.
And a win, first title defense. He holds on to his belt. He's earned every single second. I'm so proud of him.
Wow. Folks, this is one of the best 135-pounders anywhere. He's got the power. He can submit you. He's a fighting champ. He doesn't need 2 weeks in Lake Tahoe, as he took care of business in a matter of seconds.
Slumped him, stiff as a board. First round knockout, Gustavo Lopez does it. He holds on to his belt. And we just hope that Joey Ruquet is okay and that he can recover from this.
Wow.
That was a nasty, nasty shot. And we want our fighters to be able to come back and do it over again. So we hope that he's okay.
Lopez wins again, 7-2, defends his title in electric fashion.
Here we see again Gustavo coming in, going in for the, just basically trying to steer him off balance, and then he comes in with the right hook from hell. Here he is, get off me, get off balance, and boom, right here. Say goodnight, Grace. Sit down.
Buenas noches, adiós felicidad,
Ya no más.
Plácido Domingo.
Ya no más.
Well, we had a lot to talk about this. Look at Ruquet's face.
Ready.
Horrific.
Bink.
He is
Lethal.
punching, he's trying to punch on the ground.
Lethal.
Fighting out of the blue corner from Las Vegas, Nevada, here is Gustavo Lopez.
Chance for an American audience. They have a dog in the fight. They have two here tonight. The first is Gustavo Lopez.
You know what? I'm super stoked about Gustavo. This guy keeps saving the day every card, I feel like. He comes in on short notice, still takes the fight, makes weight, 135, 145. I mean, I've actually also had the opportunity to train with Gustavo. We're both from Washington, and we come from the same neck of the woods. So I'm excited. I'm happy for him, and I would love nothing more for him to come in as a dark horse, as an alternate, and win the whole thing. That would be amazing.
A lot of people thought he beat Aldai. How did you see it, Gil?
You know what? It was a very close fight that could have went either way. That night I'd give it to Aldai, but I would not be upset if it went to Gustavo Lopez. I had the chance to call the fights with you guys. I sat down as a commentator and a spectator and really just enjoyed the show, and I left it up to the judges. But one of the most interesting, most exciting moments in Combate America's history, and one of the best fights I got to see live. Back and forth action.
He's a fun watch, and he certainly illuminated the weigh-in yesterday with some theatrics. And a very cool entrance. Look at it, he's owning La Jaula right now. Back to Joe Martinez.
And next to make his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner from Valencia, Spain, Vicente Marquez.
Vicente Chento Marquez, he missed weight by 0.4 of a pound. He took this fight on short notice, so it's hard to be too critical of those circumstances, but here he is. Zenbenzui Ruiz, the one Spanish fighter, unable to go because of injury, and that's opened the door for two. We will see Daniel Requejo later, and now Chento Marquez.
Vicente Chento Marquez has fought at every weight class. He used to fight at 185, 160. Now he's fighting at 145. You know, I think this is more of a natural weight class for him because he is of the 45 size. But, you know, definitely his record does not reflect what type of fighter that he is. You know, you get not that many fights when you're overseas, and you take any fight and opportunity that comes your way. And you know, he's a victim of that, of just taking fights without, you know, really thinking about the consequences of fighting a guy 2 times your size. And I think this is definitely more of a spot for him at 145 pounds.
Yeah, 5'7" inches. 5'7", you don't want to be fighting 185.
No way, no way. But that's what a lot of fighters do. They figure out their weight class as their career goes on.
In el peso pluma alternate, this is a 5-minute round alternate featherweight throwdown. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in officially 145 1/2 pounds. His professional record in 12 bouts, 8 victories and 4 defeats. Con un peso de 145 libras y medias y un récord de 8 victorias y 4 derrotas. De Las Vegas, Nevada, here is Gustavo Lopez. Y su oponente en la esquina roja, con 146 libras y medias y un récord de 4 victorias y 5 derrotas. At 5 feet 7 inches tall, he weighed in 146 1/2 pounds, and in 9 professional bouts has 4 victories and 5 defeats. From Valencia, Spain, here is Vicente Chento Marquez. And your referee in charge of the action is Mark Lulling.
How bad you want it?
Gustavo Lopez, Vicente Marquez, 1 round, 5 minutes, and there you go. Marquez, the elder statesman at 34, slight height advantage, 2-inch reach, and again, just missing weight by 0.4. So Lopez with a chance to move on as an alternate, but a chance to open some eyes for Marquez here, Gil.
Absolutely, Marquez has the opportunity to represent Spain. That's what it's all about for him. He's here, 34 years old, started training at the age of 16, didn't even hear about MMA till he was 19 years old. So basically at 19 years old, that's when mixed martial arts really hit Spain. Hasn't looked back since. 34 years old, 9 fights in, here he is on Combate Americas, Copa Combate against Gustavo Lopez. And Gustavo already closing the distance, looking for the takedown right away, taken away from the striker.
Going for that single leg. Again, 1 round, 5 minutes to make an impression for both these fighters.
Gustavo gets a takedown. Marquez trying to get back to his feet, but Gustavo doing a good job of holding him right back up against the cage and going for the takedown again.
Marquez holding onto Lopez's the back of the neck, and he throws up a knee.
Big uppercut from Marquez, and a big, huge takedown
There
for
it is.
Lopez.
The moneymaker right there for Gustavo Lopez.
Right into side control. Beautiful, beautiful shoulder pressure from Lopez. He's caught in a guillotine, but he's
looking
fine.
to get the Von Flue choke here, which is when someone tries to guillotine, you try to counter
tapped.
them, and there
He
it
tapped.
is, the Von Flue choke.
Beautiful job done by Gustavo Lopez. When someone's
Wow.
trying to guillotine you, you can reverse it, and that's exactly what you just saw, the Von Flue. Or
The Von Flue
the
choke.
phantom choke is what I like to call it, because it's ghostly.
Marquez was talking to the referee as soon as he hit the ground. He may have been injured on that big double leg slam. Gustavo Lopez coming in with excitement, full of energy and dynamic out there, scoring the takedown and submitting his opponent.
And he's like being very tender is Marquez with that right arm. He has not moved it since been going to the ground. And Lopez moves on. He is eligible to get back into this tournament as an alternate, and he did not break a sweat.
I was just saying how Sabrodi is the guy who took about as least damage as you can take. But I think Gustavo Lopez right here has taken the less damage anyone has taken in tournament history.
Yeah, what was that, 45 seconds?
Well, he came in with a swagger, and he walked the walk out here, and then he talked it inside La Jaula.
Single leg here, Marquez falls straight to his butt.
Watch the takedown here.
Double leg dump by Gustavo, lands him right into side control. Beautiful shoulder pressure, and this is where he's applying the phantom choke. And Marquez has no idea what happened. He's still laying on the jaula, and he doesn't know what's going on.
They're checking his shoulder. He might have got dislocated, but you can see him there, Gil, talking to the ref, said maybe I got injured when he put his arm down to try and brace himself.
Yes, I think that's right, Max. When he fell down, he tried to post on his right forearm hand, and I think there must have been some sort of either collarbone coming out, an AC band, or maybe a separation of the shoulder. He's holding onto that right arm, and the doctors are taking a look at it. Something happened on that takedown slam.
And Lopez coming in to tend to Marquez, who remains in a lot of pain, and we certainly hope for the pain threshold there. Really unfortunate. He put his arm down to brace the fall, and in that moment, that's where the damage was done.
He's back to his feet.
Yeah, he came a long way. Short notice to take this fight. You hate to see it end this way, and Lopez the first one there to embrace him.
Love to see that good sportsmanship by Gustavo Lopez.
And you see, they're going to the shoulder. And now Gustavo Lopez can go to the back with Pablo Saboni and just wait and see how this tournament unfolds. And the tournament starts next as we look at it again.
Side control and pressure applied, shoulder pressure right there, boom. I call it the phantom choke. A lot of people know it as the Von Flue choke because you don't know what's coming.
Yeah, and one of the problems for Marquez on the way down, he did try to post with his hand, and you're kind of supposed to post with your forearm to your shoulder, and he landed on that hand, and it was not pretty.
Looks like his arm is numb. He has no feeling in his right arm.
That's...
You know, what's also interesting about being an alternate is you may not fight in the semifinals. You may go straight to the finals if someone gets hurt. So you may only have 2 fights that night for the alternate, but the alternate has to stay warm and stay ready all night.
We might be looking right now at the Copa Combate champion. He's kept it going.
And I love his look. I love his swagger. I love his attitude.
Ditto. All right, for the official announcement, let's go inside La Jaula. Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially. 50 seconds, round number 1. Verbal tap for your winner out of Las Vegas, Nevada, El Mariachi, Gustavo